Maddie was packing her suitcase. Her passport was ready, and her clothes were neatly folded. But she wasn't smiling. Tears welled up in Maddie's eyes. She worried Pat would feel sad or anxious while she was gone. But most of all, she wanted to share every adventure with him. He was her very best friend. With that thought, her imagination stirred. Suddenly, the bedroom disappeared, and Maddie and Pat were swept away on a magical journey. Their first stop was a grassy hill in Greece. Behind them, the majestic Acropolis rose proudly under the bright sun. "Imagine," Maddie whispered. "People built this thousands of years ago." Pat flicked his tail and purred, as if to say, "Let's explore every stone." In a heartbeat, they found themselves in a snowy land beneath the radiant northern lights. Ribbons of green, purple, and gold danced across the sky. "Wow," Maddie breathed. "Me wow," Pat agreed. Next, they were in New York City. Skyscrapers soared so high they disappeared into the clouds, and bright yellow taxis zoomed by. They snuggled inside a cozy yurt in Mongolia, sipping warm cocoa by a crackling fire. They stood beside a gentle horse. "Ready to ride, Pat?" Pat's happy meow meant, "Absolutely." Then they landed in a magical garden in Japan. Cherry blossom trees stretched as far as the eye could see, and petals floated softly around them. In Paris, Pat wore a tiny beret as they sat beneath the Eiffel Tower. Maddie nibbled on a tasty pastry. They laughed out loud as a street performer did a silly twirling trick. Next, they arrived in Aotearoa. Maddie and Pat were bungee jumping off a huge bridge in the beautiful South Island. They screamed and meowed with joy, their laughter echoing through the mountains and valleys. From there, they climbed along the Great Wall of China. The warm sun highlighted the ancient stones. "I heard this wall can be seen from space," her eyes wide with wonder. In Dubai, Maddie and Pat stood looking out from a towering skyscraper, gazing out at the sparkling cityscape. Maddie pointed to the tallest building in the world. Next destination, Niagara Falls. Pat wore a little yellow raincoat and huddled close to Maddie as the thundering water roared beside them. The spray dampened his ears. Their travels took them to Venice, where they floated in a gondola. The water rippled below them as colourful buildings passed by, reflecting in their wide eyes. Finally, they rode a camel past the pyramids of Egypt. Pat let out a contented purr as the golden sands stretched on and on. Just as suddenly as it began, the adventure ended. Maddie was back in her bedroom, holding Pat tight. Her mum appeared in the doorway.
Airplanes and hotels are not good for cats. Pat would be happier at home.
Her mum was right. Pat didn't like car rides. He didn't like noisy crowds. He was a cat who loved his routine and the comfort of home. "You'll be safe here," stroking his fur one last time. Pat gave her a slow, loving blink. "I'll be here at home, where everything smells familiar and cozy. I'll nap on my favourite rug. Home is my happy place." That afternoon, Maddie set off to faraway lands. Back at home, Pat curled up in his sunny patch on the rug, purring contentedly. He sighed a happy little sigh and thought, "I'm glad Maddie didn't take me on holiday after all."